everybody, and welcome to Top Comics to Pre-Order in a Flash. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is our really quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that you can pre-order by this weekend, give you a little bit of head start so you don't miss out on any of the comic goodness when they come out in a few weeks. But we do want to mention something about the orders this week.
Yeah, so this week has a double dose of Marvel books. We're ordering for books coming out on January 1st and January 8th. So this is going to be a Marvel heavy show just because there are 2 weeks worth in this FOC.
Yes. But let's get into it. So remember, head over to infinityflux.net right now where you can place your pre-orders. But getting into the books.
Yeah, we're going to start with Cable, Love, and Chrome #1. This is going to be a 5-issue miniseries. And it just says that there's a high stakes mission in the future that goes catastrophically awry, and Cable is left stranded in the dystopian city of Salvation Bay and will find himself caught in the midst of a civil war that will change his life forever. It also mentions something about his techno-organic virus. I don't know if maybe that's going to play into the story as well, but we have a new Cable book.
Yeah. Next up, we got Metamorpho the Element Man. I'm so excited about this. And this is going to be an ongoing series where you've got Rex Mason, Metamorpho. In this first issue, it says he will be going up against Cyclops, that's CY, and then .C.L.O.P.S. The hairy eyeball of crime who gazes from the top of the pop charts to the lowest depths of evil. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. Almost every issue, I believe, is supposed to be like a standalone story. All of his supporting cast are there. This is going to be a blast written by Al Ewing. So don't miss out on Metamorpho, our next all-in DC book.
And next we have New Champions #1, and this is going to feature some of the sidekick characters that were previously only seen on the sidekick variants on some Marvel comics several months ago. This features a team of 8. There are 4 kids whose lives were derailed by Hydra. There's Scarlet Witch's mysterious protege. There's a cursed roller derby jammer and a Wakandan runaway. They don't have much in common, but when Hellrune's powers bring them together, they'll have to learn to work together as a team quickly or face the wrath of the Cult of Hela.
Ooh. Next up, we've got Rogue Savage Land #1. This is going to be a mini series by Tim Seeley. I think this sounds really fun. So, going back to the time that Rogue had lost her powers, she was in the Savage Land with Magneto. This is kind of one of those Marvel, takes place in a certain point in Marvel history. But it says that they're going to try to do something fresh while honoring the impossibly sexy and epic classic tale of Rogue and the 2 weirdest allies, Magneto and Kazar. So I think this is awesome. Another one of your X-Men books taking place in a really fun era of like 90s X-Men. So don't miss out on this really fun sounding miniseries.
Next is a new Deadpool Wolverine book, and this says that there is a fan favorite villain that gets unearthed, and the only thing that stands between Earth and annihilation is Deadpool and Wolverine. It says that we'll see a new side of them and also their adversary as an ages-long plan comes to fruition, and they're going to be put through their paces, and the series is going to be chock full of surprises, twist reveals, and a villainous plot. So if you are hankering for more Deadpool Wolverine action, this is your book.
Next up, we've got another new miniseries. This is 5-issue miniseries, Sam Wilson, Captain America. Of course, this lines up with the movie, with the characters involved in this one. But Sam learns about a new tech venture, a magnificent floating platforms in the sky where disenfranchised can apply for land grants and establish their own farms. But, of course, there's something not quite right with this, kind of a seedy underbelly to it. And Captain America is going to try to shut it down, but they'll have to deal with its head of security, which is Red Hulk.
Ooh.
So, going to see Red Hulk versus Sam Wilson in this one, and to get you pumped about the new movie.
Yeah. All right, so next there is a new series of one-shots called What If Galactus, and each one is about what if Galactus turned a different Marvel character into his herald. And the first one is what if Galactus transformed Gambit. And in this one, Gambit, we know he's the most capable thief on Earth, which is what causes Galactus to notice him. But with the power cosmic flowing through him, will he be clever enough to steal the unstealable? And because we're ordering 2 weeks at a time here, we also have what if Galactus transformed Hulk. and Galactus taps Hulk to be his herald, but it says what is going to be Galactus's bigger mistake, trying to direct the fury of the Hulk or giving the mind of Bruce Banner a cosmic problem to solve.
Ooh.
So yeah, he'll have to be play with both sides of the Hulk there.
And next up, we want to talk about Ultimates issue number 8. This is going to be really exciting because this is your first appearance of the new Guardians of the Galaxy in the Ultimate Universe. You can see they're a little familiar, they're a little different. We're going to have to find out more about them because they come from the far-flung future seeking America Chavez for some purpose, and we'll learn all that within the issue. But the Ultimate Universe is ever expanding, and this time we're getting some new Guardians of the Galaxy.
Next is Justice League Unlimited number 2. Number 1 has not come out yet. It comes out next week. But Andy and I have both read it. And trust us when we say you are going to want to pre order this because the first issue is phenomenal. In this one, there is a strange alert that brings the team to the jungles of South America where they make a horrific discovery. Can the Justice League save a village from total slaughter? Also, the mystery of the dark side air deepens. And there is dissension in the ranks that forces Batman's hand. So lots of stuff going on. The first issue is amazing, and I imagine the second one will be as well.
Next up, we've got Absolute Wonder Woman number 3. So this series, Kelly Thompson talked about, is kind of a slow burn as each issue builds on this new lore of this new Wonder Woman. And issue number 3 is going to be, it says in the solicitation, enter Steve Trevor, but in interviews she says that he actually appears in number 2, but the issue number 3 is also going to be your first Barbara Minerva, who of course becomes the Cheetah. So that's really cool. So it's either going to be one or the other if those line up. But also, we're learning more about the big enemy in this first story arc, the Tetracide, who is on the collision course to destroy Gateway City. And each issue of the first story arc is also going to have a flashback that we learn more about kind of the building blocks of this Wonder Woman universe. So very excited about this one. Number 1 was great. Number 2 comes out pretty soon.
Next week.
Next week.
Yep.
And then definitely check out number 3. And that is it for Top Comics 2 pre-order in a flash. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, head over to infinityflux.net right now. You can place your pre-orders. It's so important you do that because, like we said, there's 2 weeks worth of Marvel there. So, you know, if you wait till next week, it's going to be too late.
Yep.
So get all of those orders in now. And stay tuned for our show coming up on Friday where we'll be going over these books, the variants, and so much more because there was a lot of really good stuff this week. So join us then. But until next time, see ya.